The Avenue of the Baobabs, or Alley of the Baobabs, is a prominent group of grandiose baobabs lining the dirt road between Morondava and Bilnitz-Ziribahina in the Manab region of western Madagascar. On a dirt road near Madagascar's west coast is a stretch of immense baobab trees, all that remains of a once dense forest. The centuries-old giants are especially magnificent at sunrise and sunset. The dirt road on the west coast of Madagascar linking Morondava and Bilnitz-Ziribahina is framed by dozens of rare and ancient baobab trees, creating a setting so beautiful and unique that it may become the country's first official natural monument. These giant, dry-season deciduous trees, members of the mallow family, many of which are more than 800 years old with trunks that are over 150 feet around, did not always stand alone. At one time the trees dotting the lane were part of a rich forest of the trees and other plants, but the encroachment of modern civilization and increasing populations in the area led to massive deforestation, leaving the remaining baobabs to stand in relative isolation. There are also a handful of the ancient trees remaining in the outlying areas, but both their trees along the road otherwise are under near constant threat of destruction. When Arab seafarers first visited a bit over 1,000 years ago, they said the devil ripped them out of the ground and put them back upside down, for their canopies resemble roots. Thankfully, private organizations have taken notice of the site and are now promoting efforts to have the avenue protected, making it the country's first nationally recognized natural monument, so that the trees might survive for another 800 years to come. Baobabs are incredibly useful plants. Their trunks are harmlessly tapped for water during the dry season and have even been lived in. The young leaves, when reachable, are eaten as a salad vegetable when little else is available, and the nutritious sour brown pulp, tasting somewhat like tamarind, of the hard-shelled fruits is made into a pleasant summertime beverage all over Africa, and is also an ingredient in a Senegalese peanut and couscous dessert pudding called ngulak. These trees are popular in novelty gardens around the warmer parts of the Mediterranean and sometimes show up in Southern California. They are hardy to plant hardiness zone 10A, minimum of 32-35F, and will not survive more than 8 to 10 hours in the snow. Another peculiar fact is that baobabs blossom, but the blooming period is very short, only about 24 hours. Avenue of the Baobabs is the most accessible place to see baobab trees in Africa. Avenue of the Baobabs is the name of a dirt road running through a group of baobab trees in the Manab region of western Madagascar. It's the most accessible place to see the baobab trees in Africa. It's said to be the most beautiful road in Madagascar. Where is Avenue of the Baobabs located? The avenue is a dirt road located 45 minutes north of Morondava, between Morofododra and Andriamina, in the Manab region on Madagascar's west coast. The avenue is an extraordinary stand of huge baobab trees, Adansonia grandidiae. It is one of the most popular unvisited places in the country. How long is the Avenue of Baobabs? The experience of using this road is very impressive. It's a row of about 20 to 25 impressive baobab trees along some 260 meters long stretch of the road. Its striking landscape draws travelers from around the world, making it one of the most visited locations in the region. Don't let the quality of the road fool you. This is still a national highway, Route Nationale N8, of the country. It has been a center of local conservation efforts, and was granted temporary protected status in July 2007 by the Ministry of Environment, Water and Forests, the first step toward making it Madagascar's first natural monument. What is the Avenue of the Baobabs known for? The drive is definitely worth it. The dirt road between Morofododra and Andriamina is known for the group of these giant trees growing around this section. The road is one of the most popular and visited places in Madagascar. The avenue is also the most accessible place to see the baobab trees in Africa. The bumpy and curvy road demands an experienced driver though. In the future it is planned to develop ecotourism to preserve the area and these gorgeous baobab trees. The tree is most affectionately referred to as the upside-down tree, but it is also known as the baobab and bottle tree. The baobabs can be up to 800 years of age and reach heights of 98 feet, 30 meters. The diameter of the larger trees can reach up to 36 feet, 11 meters, and the circumference can be up to 160 feet, 50 meters, around. It is not indigenous to Madagascar and may be found in other parts of Africa. It is here where the larger baobabs are said to be located, and the ones that feature the larger circumferences around 160 feet. It is often visited in a combination with Kairindi Forest Reserve. The departure point is Morondava, which offers modest hotels and restaurants. When is the best time to visit the Avenue of the Baobabs? The road is totally unpaved. The best time to visit Baobab Avenue is at sunset and sunrise, when the colors of the trunks change and the long shadows of the trees are most pronounced. Baobab Avenue can be reached from Morondava by foot, bike or taxi. Browse in the direction of Baobab-allee. A tiny village and a school are located nearby. The location is also known as Allée de Baobab, Avenue du Baobab, or Adon Soigné Grandier Baobabs. It's also known as the Alley of Baobabs, and it's said to be the most beautiful road in Madagascar. The avenue is considered to be one of the world's most exciting roads. It's a photographer's paradise and especially beautiful at sunset. Unless you are part of a pre-arranged tour, the only way to reach the Avenue of the Baobabs from Morondava is by hiring a taxi. Madagascar is an Africa island in the southeastern region of the African continent. It is home to 27 million people who speak Malagasy and French. The country is home to several landmarks and national monuments that attract tourists from all over the world. One of the most popular landmarks in this country is the Avenue of the Baobabs, also known as the Alley of the Baobabs. This avenue is made up of gigantic trees that are thousands of years old. Located in the western part of the country, the Avenue of the Baobab is along a dirt road linking Morondava and Baobab-allee. There are dozens of ancient baobab trees lining the road. These trees are about 150 feet tall. The Avenue of the Baobabs is one of Madagascar's legendary landmarks. You may have seen photos of it, but you don't know precisely where it is located or how to reach it. If this destination is on your bucket list of places that you want to visit, this guide has everything you need to have the best time. Many people want to know where to see baobabs in Madagascar. The most famous place is the Avenue of Baobabs, which is a group of baobab trees lining a dirt road between Morondava and Baobab-allee in the western part of Madagascar. Note: don't let the quality of the road fool you. This is still a national highway, Route Nationale N8, of the country. The baobab trees can live up to be 800 years old. It originally stood in a dense tropical forest in the area. But gone are the days where trees of this size can survive in such an arid location. The current scenario is entirely different. The Madagascar Avenue of Baobabs draws tourists from around the world. This unique location is filled with interesting facts that you should take note of when traveling here. About 50% of Madagascar's forest documented in the year 1950 was gone in 2000. Every year around 37,000 hectares of forest disappear from illegal logging and slash-and-burn agriculture. More and more of the forests around Morondava have been cleared for agriculture to help the growing population in the area. One of the main reasons why the once dense Madagascar baobab forest is gone is that the roots of the tree can't handle the constantly waterlogged soil. There are a few other trees in the area that soak up the rainwater, but due to deforestation, this is no longer enough. 2. Baobabs suffer from natural disasters. Another reason why the baobab numbers are declining is due to natural disasters. Every year some of the trees are hit by lightning while others are destroyed by cyclones that hit the west coast of Madagascar every year. 3. The Avenue of the Baobabs is only 260 meters long. The Avenue of the Baobabs itself is only around 260 meters long, with no more than 25 trees standing about 30 tall. There is, however, another special baobab location worth visiting nearby. 4. Hidden Baobabs of Love. Another 7 kilometers, 4 miles, and 30 minutes on an even bumpier road further to the northwest is where the other famous baobab site is located, the Baobab-allee. Also called the Baobabs of Love, these two majestic baobabs are twisted together and are well worth the extra travel time. But be sure to tell your taxi driver to take you to both destinations. I met a few tourists who were disappointed that they missed the Baobabs of Love. Unless you are part of a pre-arranged tour, the only way to reach the Avenue of the Baobabs from Morondava is by hiring a taxi. Most of the tourists will arrive around sunset.